All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, feedback. Hello. Oh, what's going on? Is that you? Gotch?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Oh wait, it is me. What the fuck? Where am
All I
I?
know
Like,
is the the draft is getting real saucy between the teams. Zach's doing the only thing he can do to contribute to his team's victory, and that is to tilt Wolf on the other side.
yeah,
But anyways,
that's a classic.
by the way, this is not AJS0.
Oh
This is
yeah,
Scotch joining for
yeah.
the fifth game. In case anyone else caught that.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna play it dry the whole time. See,
Oh, all right. I'm sorry, my bad. This is AJS0. Huge series going on right now.
yeah, huge.
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 I recommend skipping.
Seriously?
All right, yeah.
Everybody
So
else.
we're getting some confirmations here. That is not Aatrox. It is a Zyra ban. Little bit of bug happenings here.
I think it's just the old typing too fast and then didn't actually click the portrait when you banned. And then,
Yeah, that's what I'm
you know,
kind of
you,
thinking
you
happened
get
too.
that AA trucks action.
Aatrox.
No, messed up AA trucks.
Yeah. um. Well, certainly. What's the filler here?
The filler is Twitch got first ban. We're getting that shit off the table immediately. We're done seeing that shit on the Rift.
All right. Once again, another placeholder here.
Ooh, spicy.
On the wins Akali, not Akali. Unfortunately, it is Zaya first pick for the Mighty Wolf. And honestly, I think that is big. Fellowship of the Meme for 4 games straight have made sure that he does not get Zaya, which I think, in his opinion, if you were to ask him, is probably one of his strongest and best champions, and she's extremely strong right now in the meta.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that she's really good. The one thing I do know is that Wolf hates playing it and will only play it when he puts on his big boy pants. So he obviously just wants to be done with this whole thing and put this farce to rest.
Yeah, and they also banned. This is actually very interesting. Fellowship of the Meme, their entire first ban rotation was Thresh, Zyra, Rakan, taking away every playmaking support in hook resets champ pool. That's big. They're not able to get the Twitch this time around though. That was the absolute first ban in the game for NANI.
And something else of note, that Braum that has been causing fits by itself
Oh yeah,
is
good
off
point.
the table too.
Yeah, that's been first picked twice, maybe even 3 times in a row now, by both teams. Braum, I think. I mean, yeah, I guess more successful technically for Fellowship of the Meme, but
Yeah, I would say Kishot was working his magic, getting Bernie fed when they had does everyone have everything up in bottom lane? Yep, let's go fight.
yeah. And first pick rotations, or first pick phase, I should say, ended with a Taric pickup for Fellowship of the Meme. So their bot lane gonna be Ashe and Taric.
I won't be
Which is
denied.
something, champions you don't see a whole lot anymore. Obviously, still they have their uses. Both pretty unique abilities, right? Taric with the team-minded vulnerability, and then Ashe having this incredible pick ultimate, knocking someone out if they're out of position. So we'll see how they utilize those. Some fresh faces here in the champ select.
Yeah, I absolutely
Since you
hope this
left your
Tarek
brave
pick works
pants
out
at
for him
home,
because I
you want
love
me to wait while you
Tarek,
go get
but
them?
I would say Tarek's unlimited potential is based on his teammates playing around the stun, and most of the time when you shield tether to a teammate and you start stunning, they usually panic and they're like, "What is this thing coming out of me? This isn't my skill." What's happening? And then they just stop, and you're like, no, just stun them.
Yeah.
What are you doing? But
Yeah.
on the other side, Blab, along with Wolf, is saying, "All right, we're just gonna go full Sauron on this fellowship and just whoop their ass, picking up that Vel'Koz."
Yeah, and the
And
tentacles are released again.
you know, he hasn't played that. I don't think it's been banned that much this series,
It's been banned
either.
a couple times, but
Yeah, but not every game. Like he's had the option to pick it, and I think he's defaulted to Oriana.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he had Karma in I can't remember. Is there victory? This is a long night, folks. This is crazy. Oh,
We're getting OT for this, right?
Chris says I love you.
Oh my God, we get to see Leona.
Oh my God, it's happening. I'm in love. I love seeing Leona. Leona is one of my favorite champs, but we get to see it in some organized SBL play. Yeah,
I agree. And behind or ahead, it's spicy either way.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, we'll just quick lobby reset here so we can get
All
Zaya.
the correct
Yeah, to the right
bands
hands here.
picks and etc.
This is Akali. Like, when was the last time you saw Akali?
In SBL or ever?
When just playing the game League of Legends and exclude ARAM.
I want to say a couple months ago. Actually, I don't know how long ago. It might be like half a year, but Tank Akali was a thing. Top lane Tank Akali was a thing.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then I don't know if she got nerfed. Like Riot said, stop that shit, or if like other things just got better, and then stuff Akali was winning against just weren't being picked anymore.
Yeah, but yeah, you'll never, unless they rework her, which I assume she's got to be on the list somewhere. Right? It seems like her play pattern doesn't.
Lame.
The power creep is too big in League of Legends.
Yep.
She is not on any kind of level to compete. But yeah, we'll just slowly work our way through the picks and bans here. I'm curious. I actually in my Leona fandom, I didn't see what the overall last pick was for Fellowship of the Meme. Do you happen to catch who that was? Or we'll just wait for the thrilling conclusion here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to sneak a peek at the other stream. Not that I have a vested interest in who's winning that, because I definitely don't play them in 2 weeks, but you know.
You know.
I might.
You might, yeah, and I guess to give you that update, 4 eggplants, little or 2K gold lead, approaching the 23-minute mark over D20.
Oh, so they swung it back.
Yeah,
D20's
yeah,
up.
this one's been swingy. D20 did have an early lead here, but 4EP, they have
Got
the
a good
Baron buff.
old-fashioned ball game, as they say.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the throw at Baron. God, you write these scripts and they're so crisp.
Yeah, SBL scripts, we're getting good at writing them, folks. But oh, Shen. Looks like it was Shen. I don't remember seeing that before I freaked out. So Shen in the top lane for Fellowship of the Meme. So Zachary, assuming he's going up there again, which I think is a pretty safe bet. They've locked in the players in their roles now, with Bernie Sanders just hard carrying them in the ADC role.
Oh my God.
We'll see Zachary.
What a time to be alive.
Right? We'll see Zachary once again on a tank top lane, which he did very well last game. He actually got that solo kill on the Wind, but it seemed like a lot of just disrespect and idle minding there by Wind. Very uncharacteristic of him, but a good punish nonetheless.
Yeah, I think honestly at this point in Game 5, it's getting late. There's people that have day jobs. We might be on fumes at this point for a few of these players. I know there's quite a few people that are in college or work second shift, so this is no big deal for them. But I knew, you know, I would say at least a quarter of the league is got that day shift, and you know, getting pretty close to bedtime.
Yeah. Yes, well, I work the first shift, but I stay up way too late. So
Yeah, same.
say
If I was
yeah.
to get if I was to get about 8 hours, I would need to go to bed about now. But sleep is for when you're dead.
True. I like that motto, and
But yeah, a lot of the same faces reoccurring. I see on the win Stole Galio. Back to the Nani side. Hibbs can't. Actually, was that first pick? So they picked the Galio, and then well, no, this is just everyone picked their champion. I don't remember.
it was
this.
Zaya first pick overall.
Right.
With the
I just
personal
don't remember
yeah.
when the Oriana was picked and when the Galio was picked. But that
Right.
that was an interesting exchange there, regardless.
Yeah.
Little power exchange there. I don't remember seeing Wynn's Galio as of recent, but I think it's pretty much like Poppy. He can subsist in the lane and not be too much of a worry for his team. He's always been fairly consistent, other than those rogue games where he just gets blown out randomly. But he's against Zach, who is a ball of fire early, which usually comes to bite him in the ass about 5 to 10 minutes into the game. So I would say if Wind is even to that point, he'll probably start um, gaining ground against the Shen. Especially if the Shen has to be porting around to save people. That's a dangerous game by itself. As soon as you start, trying to stabilize other lanes, then you're giving up, whatever you had in your lane.
Right, and yeah, that's a common play pattern for Shens, right? That you take the sort of the personal deficit, but you obviously stand united. You can do a bunch of crazy cool plays on the other side of the maps. You could, defend your AD carry that's being dove 4v2 or whatever, or you can use it aggressively, jungle invade, and force the 3v2, get ahead that way. But yeah, you're right. It's on the Wind. If he plays this right, I think he's gonna just keep sticking into the lane and pushing it in as much as possible, only teleporting to the bottom side of the map when it's really needed.
Yeah, and has Milk gotten Jarvan all night?
Yeah, Milk
he
has
played-
been on Jarvan. It's actually been first picked by Nani, I think 3 games, and this is his
Okay.
5th game of Jarvan tonight. He's First
That
Blood
is-
King. I'm pretty sure he's also gotten First Blood in every single game.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's better,
Yeah, I
better than
know-
Yankos at this point, man. That's insane.
I've played a couple scrims against him, and he always that bastard always finds a kill on me when we scrims.
Yeah, he really does.
He's really good in the early game and doing stuff that's unpredictable. And it always pays off for him where, somebody like even Splinter would go, I'm not going to do that because if it doesn't pay off, I'm absolutely screwed. But Milk goes, and that's exactly why I'm going to do it, because no one's going to expect me to.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I will be right back.
Alrighty. I don't know if that means the stream's still running, but if it is, we're about to get loaded in here. Get to see what everybody's up to at level 1. We could have some level 1 action here. We got some decent CC on both sides. Take a look at summoners now that we can see all 20 of them. Wait, are there 20? Yeah. 10 on each side. Math is hard, kids. Okay, so interestingly enough, the Targ is bringing Ignite too, which, I mean, Exhaust is pretty ripperinos unless you have a Assassin or some kind of AD spellcaster or Burst Mage you need to shut down. Quick load in here, and let's see where we're off to.
Hello.
Welcome back.
All right, here we go. We're loaded in on the Rift for Game 5 hype in a series that we maybe didn't expect to be 5 games, but here we are at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Nani on the blue side, Fellowship of the Meme on the red side. Let's go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright, and it looks like a 4 spread on the bottom side and a full 5 spread here. Oh man, hopefully Zach can see this before something spicy happens, but he's gonna have to have quick. Oh man.
Oh, there it
Yep.
is. Yeah, they forced the flash. That is a pretty big win for NANI to start this
Yeah.
one off.
And honestly, I was thinking Zach would be too prideful and just hang on to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he's dead if he does.
Right, and just walk it out. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can play the game where you try to dodge the Zenith Blade, but honestly, all 5 of them were there. That was
Minions have spawned.
be a little too exciting.
Yep, and once again, an SBL standard here. Jungler starting on bot side, getting leaders from bot lanes, and we'll see you at the top side in about 3 minutes. Oh man, I'm so hyped for Hooks on Leon. I guess I'm gonna be like ridiculing every move he does. I'll probably just like watch. I'll just like do a personal VOD review for him, and I'll make him pay $10, and he can listen to me rant about what he did wrong on Leona.
I think Leona was the first champion I got tier 7 on.
You got to
I
look.
just Leona was the first champion I got tier or mastery level 7.
Mastery
or
7.
whatever.
Yeah. I don't know if I think I have Mastery 7 only on Nautilus. I pretty much stopped playing after a little bit that system came out. But I've been getting back into it, guys. I'm sitting.
Yeah, warming up to it.
I'm well below 50% win rate solo queue, but I'm having fun.
Oh
And,
my god, first blood king strikes!
and
Holy
Milk's having fun
shit.
too. Maybe he has a better solo queue win rate than me because that will get you some wins there.
Oh my god. This dude will not stop getting first blood.
Yeah, it's insane. He always finds all 5 games. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's played Jarvan every game and he's gotten first blood every game. And you just kind of have to wonder, Fellowship, what like you gotta expect that kind of stuff, right? Like you can't let that happen 5 times in a row.
Yeah. At some point, you got to predict he's going to just be in a lane at 2 to 3 minutes and just play like a Sally in prediction of it.
Mm-hmm.
But some way somehow he always finds it here.
Yep.
And Kishot's gonna get punished for that. Yeah, that
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Dude, you can't be throwing the stun out willy nilly.
Also with no flash, yeah, that's just not a
Yeah.
spot he could really even be in.
Tarek is really one of those punishing characters where if you lose your stun, you're really just sitting there waiting to get your ass whooped. Speaking of getting your ass whooped,
Direct to Gamers in bot
a
lane
lot
though.
of stuff is happening.
Yeah, Brady Sanders again dove down here. Easy cleanup. Oh, the knockback to Milk. Here's for the counter gank. Respect goes a little too far in. Uses the flash and dies as well, but Hibbs with the flash shield, he's keeping his buddy Zach alive here. Dodging, using the Shen to dodge those autos there, and Nani they have to back off. Oh, Hibbs with one auto! He's not able to get it. He takes the tower shot after the knockup. Almost gets turned around here on him, but Kish shot under his own tower, and the last auto will finish him off. 3 quick kills for the Mighty Wolf. Under 5
Wolf
minutes.
is Wolf. I mean, I don't want to say he's upset, but he might be.
You say he's upset?
I think he wanted to go to bed at game 3. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'll get your ass in here. We were putting these kids down so I can go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, and Blab might have eaten off a little bit, or bitten off a little bit more than he could chew here, but boy, there's been some very aggressive situations here that have been punished pretty effectively.
Yeah. That is for sure. A real long chase in that top lane by Respect and Zachary. Not able to pick up a kill for them, and they actually earn away with a death on the top side. And yeah, it's 5-0 in kills at 5 minutes. It's 2.7k gold lead for NANI. So looking really strong for them here in game 5. Some deep vision being set up by Milk there on the bottom side of the map. No camps though for Zach to even take there, so maybe not the most effective vision quite yet. They use the blast code to go over the wall onto 2 unsuspecting members, and Milk gets finished off there. The Q It's followed by Respect, but the Dragon's gonna surely pick up Respect here, and he does! Hook resets, actually gets that kill credit. And the turn back in, Hook is going deep on this Leona.
And he's going to be tanking the Dragon.
Yeah.
But is the Dragon going to be a big enough difference?
Yeah, and
I don't think so.
yeah, Wolf double kill for him. 5 kills now for him on Xayah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Wolf wants out of this amusement park.
He is 1,300 gold ahead. Over.
Just a casual 1,300.
Yeah, and the item spike when he gets back is gonna be insane.
At 6 minutes, we
Yeah.
might have.
Yeah, this one has been a lot more heated than games 4 and 3. Those ones kind of had a slow ramp up for a little bit.
Yeah, I would say this is how I expected the series to go, but I did not expect it to be this quick of a smash for Cal and Wolf in bottom lane. This is really disheartening if you're Fellowship of the Meme here, and you got to do something to right this ship and get that shutdown gold. If you can get that shutdown gold, it's at least a consolation prize.
Yeah, and it's not like they don't have the tools either, right? Compositionally, they are still very well in this. They have a nice spread of damage and tankiness, and a lot of utility over the top of that as well.
Oh, you do not want to be doing that with double buffs.
Yeah. Mighty Wolf, yeah, he could have. Yeah, if they kept going, he could have just killed them straight up 1v2. But
I don't know if anybody's talking to Bernie, but now might be the time.
that was a level 6 Xayah with double buffs going against 2 level 4 bot laners. Like, yeah, that's not the fight.
That's pretty much equivalent exchange at that point. And Kishshot definitely does not look comfortable on this target. The amount of stuns he's throwing out and that aren't landing. Like, he really needs to realize that throwing those out is causing him to take damage, or his AD carry to take damage.
Right, if you sit on that cooldown, actually, just having the threat of the E is probably even more than trying to land it and then missing. But
And first brick at 8 minutes. Wow.
Yeah.
We are off to the races, ladies and gents.
Yep, 5,000 gold lead for NANI.
I feel like that's the biggest gold lead in SBL history.
At this time,
Yeah.
it might be actually. This is a pretty large one, but I'm sure we've seen as large or maybe even larger. The Zenith Blaze lands and Hook resets, finishes off that kill. Meanwhile, top lane, 2v1 situation. Zachary, though, he is safe under his tower and no mana for development, which means they have to call this one off. But they're sticking around. They're getting greedy for the ward kill here.
Oh my goodness.
It allows Respect to come up here with the double buff flash for flash. Milk not in a safe spot yet on the win, trying to zone out for him. Hibbs, though, flashing over the wall. 1v3 situation. Will he get out of this one? He will not. Wolf picking up another kill. And Milk actually got out. What the hell? And they're still going. The flash taunt. And there's the auto finish. Zachary picking up that one. Wow, just action all across the map.
Yeah.
All right. Well, someone tell Blab to stop doing that. Don't talk in chat, dude. Oh, and there goes Blab. He dies. Respect soloing him out there in the river. Meanwhile, Mighty Wolf, godlike, 704. Respect maybe with the cute dodge out here.
Oh, he almost landed it.
Yeah. We all saw the play in his mind's eye, and he tries it out, but plays himself.
Wolf saw it too, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And, yeah, Mountain Drake. See, now this is something, right? Because the last 2 or 3 games, it's always been like a Cloud Drake first, or if it wasn't first, there was like a second Cloud Drake thrown in. This is a spicy start for Drakes, right? Mountain Drake to start this one off. Ah, damn. Cloud for the second one. But it really would have been something if it was a second Mountain. That would have been huge for both teams.
Yeah, I was, I forget when it was. Somebody was analyzing dragons and the success.
Yeah, Cataclysm goes out and Hibbs is gone.
And the Ass Blaster has a touchdown. But I forget, during LCS, one of the casters was breaking down like the most successful dragons by, you know, professional team, and they actually said it was, you know, obviously Infernal Drake, damage is damage. But then it was Cloud Drake for that map movement and rotation game. And then I believe it was Mount, and then Ocean.
All right, we'll wait for that story to conclude.
Yeah.
14-4 though in kills. 7k gold lead for NANI. You know, a little over the 11-minute mark here, and a whole lot of damage going in onto this mid tier 1 tower. Though Hook resets, he lands the CC, takes a couple tower shots as parting gift, but will not be enough to dissuade him as they pick up the kill on Bernie Sanders' spot. Once again, 4 deaths for him so far. That's more deaths than every game he's played here tonight. And the shockwave comes through. They answer back onto Renai's circulation, but now Wolf, he's chasing him out through the enemy jungle. I don't think there's anything there to stop him, and there is not.
Oh my god.
The flash finish.
You know, all of these plays that Respect is doing would be good if the enemy AD carry was a 10-0. But, okay, so you know how they talk about kill a minute? Freaking Wolf almost has a kill a minute at this point.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is a bigger snowball than Bernie Sanders bot ever had on Twitch, and I think this is on a champion that has a lot more outplay potential as well.
Just a touch.
Yeah, just a touch, and especially in the hands of the Mighty Wolf. He's going big. He's not scared to use the flash aggressively there to pad his stats once again.
A little something from Targon.
A little something from Targon, Tarek says. Yeah, they got a little bit of something. They got some heals. Some Starlight's touch.
I mean, it's nice to see Respect at least taking out Blab of these fights, because if they had their poke mage for these sieges, and Hibbs doesn't even know what to do. He can't get within a screen's distance of Wolf.
I mean, he had no sums there. I mean, you just gotta like let your hands off the keyboard and
Yeah, you're just
see
like,
what
take
happens.
me, daddy.
Yeah.
All I have to say is this game's going up on Pornhub, or at least the highlight is. This is too spicy for YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, there it is!
Oh,
Oh, the outplay potential
they got
was...
the ignite.
There it is. That's all that's needed. Wolf is taken down, but at what cost? 3 members
You know who got it?
died.
Good old Tarek got the shutdown. That is gold. It's put to work.
Oh man, and on the win now on this tanky Galio. Tower diving past the tier 2. The dunk from Melk to finish it off, and tier 2 mid goes down as well. The siege doesn't stop though. Perhaps? Yeah, the Rift Herald is channeled, so yeah, they're going for inhibitor tower at the
Fellowship
very
of the
least.
meme is imploding harder than a black hole at this point.
Yeah, this is insane. They're going very fast right now, but they are back. They're healthy, and they're able to defend this inhibitor. The Fel cost damage chunks out Kiss Shot on this Tarek, and Respect, he's paving his own path in his own jungle there. And finally, NANI get forced out. The Rift Herald goes down, and the inhibitor remains standing. So a little bit of solace here for Fellowship of the Meme if they hope to climb their way back into this one. They have all 5 members here in the mid lane. It's just a matter of can they get a minion wave, and here it is. It's coming in.
Blab's about to walk around, and you know, Wolf is just doing the standard thing, just walking around getting every outer.
Right.
Because nobody can frickin' touch him at this point.
Right.
He's just gonna push that by himself.
Yeah. At this point, you have to
on him. He'd probably get a double kill.
Exactly. Oh, there the arrow lands.
But they can put down Blab.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why he walked back this way. He got around to the backside of the turret.
Yeah, and they're off that misstep. Fellowship of the Meme were able to get to take the tier 1 mid. big shockwave, 3 men in it.
But the
for
damage
Elo.
just isn't there.
Yeah, no one is there. Zachary has to try to tank this one out and get to a spot where he can step in, but actually, no, he's going back in. Gets the shutdown into hook resets, and now it's a 2v1 here in the mid lane. On the win, he's flashing in, trying to get down the taunt. Onto Hibbs, the shield comes through, but he does pick up that trade kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Mighty Wolf murders
He just
everybody.
got 3 turrets by himself.
Yeah, he's going for an achievement. I'm sure there's some achievement.
Alright,
I don't
Tarek,
know.
what are you gonna do?
He's gonna emote. He's gonna,
I'm gonna emote and sit here and catch these minions.
yeah.
You take us to the challenge.
Holy shit.
Yep, and NANI closing this one out with some due diligence. Not quite yet. I don't think they can end here, but they're doing it. Mighty Wolf is level 11. He's still going. NANI, they're dunking. There goes Hibbs. Who can stay alive? I don't think it's anyone at this point. Bernie Sanders, he's locked into Cataclysm, but Milk will surrender his life for the good of the better and double kill for Renai circulation. This is it. This is actually
for those Zaya.
this is
Because I sure as hell am.
NANI answers back here in game 5. I mean, this isn't over yet. There are some short respawns here for Fellowship of the Meme, but there's super minions hammering in on the Nexus. Mighty Wolf is still alive, but he's not hitting the Nexus. He's just hitting the minions. And the shockwave comes through. He's locked in it. He's still alive. The Nexus still has not fallen. And now there's only 3 members actually here for Fellowship of the Meme. Can NANI continue to do this? They do. Mighty Wolf picks up another kill, double kill for him, and there it is. The Nexus falls, and Ome Wamu Shinderu win in game 5 under 18 minutes.
A crisp 17-minute 52-second victory. Nothing to be too impressed with. Holy shit. Oh, and yeah. Ryan, Mr. Wolf, Turbunklid. Technically, since we haven't rolled to 18 minutes, a kill a minute for him.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a neat little achievement. Put a little feather in your cap.
I'm just gonna bring Milk for sure. Gotta talk to the First Blood King himself here, but yeah, I'm just gonna bring Milk in. I don't know if I can handle the shit talk that's gonna come with these people if I bring them in here. So I'll just get Milk's thoughts here.
Yeah, an interesting series ends quite abruptly at Game 5.
Joined your channel.
Yeah,
Hey.
welcome, Devout Milk, to the Weeb Hut.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
Why, yes, hello.
Hello.
Alright, we're done with that.
We are done with that.
Yeah, we're done with that. Anyways.
Yeah, congratulations on the 5-game series win here.
4.5 game series, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
We'll call it 3. We'll just ignore
yeah.
the other 2.
Talk to me about the mentality of NANI going into tonight.
It was pretty chill, to be honest. We kind of knew who we were going up against. We weren't quite prepared for, a couple of the trolley things that were going on, and some circumstances outside of our control also slightly affected our gameplay. But we pulled through it as a team. We didn't let anything get to our heads, and we just kept going match to match.
Yeah, impressive that Cal can come back in for Game 5 after getting swatted during Game 4. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and props really to Phoenix too. Like, I know a lot of teams don't really play their bench players, but we've been playing Phoenix, we've been playing with him. He's really always there. He's always supportive, and he's just an all-around great guy as a bench player. So thanks to Phoenix.
Yeah, it's definitely nice when you have those bench players come in and realize what their role is and do their best and help the team however they can.
Yeah. So I mean, let's talk about you and your personal accolades here. To confirm, you had Jarvan every game,
Correct.
and you got first blood every game.
Correct.
I mean, I don't know if I even have a question to follow. That's just a statement. I think you had to confirm with me that's what happened. And
Correct.
this is obviously what your team does. Scott was even saying earlier this in scrims. You always find a way. What do you even practice, or has this just been a skill of yours since you started playing League of Legends?
Yeah, you sandbagger.
Hey, I gotta prove my 50 cents. All right.
Yeah, milk the classic. Since what season did you start?
I believe it was season 2 or season 3. I believe.
And season, we'll say 2.5. This guy pretends to be garbage, sits in silver all season.
Hey,
And
I'm unranked this year.
Someone drafts him for 50 cents, and he goes out there and first Bloods Master Splinter randomly in a season, and you're just like, what the hell? Who is this kid? And
I mean,
milk.
I will
the
say,
same old milk every season, guys.
Yeah.
This guy needs to go for at least $1. Give him a crisp $1 next season. He's earned it.
I do enjoy playing fives a lot more than solo queue too. So that it does change my mentality from like solo queue to fives definitely. I don't know. Solo queue is just YOLO queue for me, so I don't really put that much effort into it.
Yeah, I agree. No matter how good your communication is with your team, and how good your ideas are, if your team's a bunch of apes, they're a bunch of apes.
Yeah.
Also, you said first blood all 5 games. Actually, it's been first blood every single game this season. By the way,
Casually gonna
just
that
to
one.
clarify.
A crisp $2, ladies and gentlemen. Crisp $2 next season.
Well,
Yeah.
first season I went for $1.25 because that was back when there were only 5 players on the team. So
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
last pickup from Wang there.
All right. Last couple. I have a couple more questions, Scotch, but interject after my first one here if you have something. I mean, we got to point out Hooker sets. He was only in for the 3 games, but it was the 3 wins there, and you guys play a lot more aggressively. Obviously, his whole support champ pool is sort of factored around these aggressive supports. But what does he offer to the team from like a communication standpoint, or like some kind of positive note? Because you guys really look night and day with him in the lineup.
Yeah, part of it is shot calling and communication does change without Cal there. Him and I are always going back and forth on a lot of things. You can see us going into the jungle together, usually because we have the same idea of, hey, we want wards here and here. Even to the point where we're yelling at each other and laughing because we both did the same exact thing at the same time without actually talking about it. So there's definitely that. We do fight over who has the better vision score at the end of the game. Unfortunately, he beat me last game, even though I bought 8 wards at the fountain and just placed them. So props to Cal for again winning on that aspect.
Wait, no. You had 15 placed, and he had 13 placed this last game.
Yeah, he got I don't know how the vision score works in his favor, but it always does.
Oh, the vision score.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
battle over
is. And I don't even have that in our post game lobby. Do you?
I do.
All right, Rito. Do you have a question, Scotch, before we go big picture here?
Yeah, how much do you think you're going for next season? 'Cause you're not going for 50 cents.
$1.25 max.
Oh, all right.
Wow, that's probably true.
Made finals every year and I still haven't gone for more than $1.25. So
I will never understand drafting in this league.
The devout milk sandbag, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
He's only silver, air quotes.
Okay, so big picture, last question here. So we already got a little sneak peek, a little teaser last week.
Oh
in
my
week
god,
3
yeah,
with
we
the
did.
tiebreaker. You are now going up against Cameron's Dig Suck squad in the semifinals of Group A next Tuesday. This win this week, there's some doubts, right? People gotta wonder, right? And sure, you didn't have Hooker sets there the whole time, but how do you guys feel going into that? Are you guys ready to take them on again?
we're going into it like game 5, pre 20 minutes. It's gonna happen.
Boom.
We're not scared.
Not scared at all. You heard that?
Well, I don't think you have anything to be scared about. That game where they won, honestly, you could see that was on a knife's edge the entire game. It was tipping back and forth in between. So I think we're probably going to get our one of our best series of the whole SBL history here coming up. Hopefully,
Yeah.
that is, unless Cal gets swatted again next week, which I don't know how
We'll
many
see.
new doors he can buy.
Yeah.
Still
but-
afford internet, but I guess we'll figure that out. It'll be
Yeah.
great in the script though next week.
Oh yeah, the script. Yeah, I gotta write that.
Oh, you didn't get that far?
Yeah, who should write or who should win that one?
Oh, yeah, Milk. Who do you want to win that one?
Which one?
Your match,
next
but
week.
you gotta
Our
throw
match?
in some curveballs, like some spicy picks, maybe a little bit of drama,
Maybe a reverse sweep.
reverse sweep or so. Yeah, I'll let you
Wolf
know.
gets tilted or something in game 4, but still managed to pull out a shaky win.
I mean, well, our team doesn't get tilted though. That's the thing. Like,
But
we
what if they
always-
did?
we,
What
we've never.
What if this is your first time dealing with tilt? You
I've
haven't.
dealt with tilt before.
You've
All
been
right.
playing too long in the SBL. Then.
Absolutely.
All right, well that will wrap it up here for us folks on Swain BL #1. I guess we have 2 streams now, so that's cool. But congratulations once again, Develop Milk, on the win here. So next week, folks, it's only one best of 5, the semifinal match. Cameron's Dick Suck Squad going up against Omewamu Shinderu. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Swain BL. See you there.
NANI.
Adios.